Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, shot. Go.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Open man downfield is Ridley. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Here's Rudolph. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Boyd, 33 yards. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the two-point play.
Looking to throw it. Minshew sliding out of the pocket. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Minshew sets to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. play action. It's Rudolph. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is caught. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tyler Boyd with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to widen their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. This time the 2-point conversion works, and it's 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Raiders nothing.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Folk out there now to kick this one off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Now Minshew. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, so much for the first down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Here we go, sack.
Here's Rudolph off play action. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Well, I'm so confused, Charles. So they accepted that penalty, but that gives the ball back to the offense.
Yeah, I'm checking my ears too, Brandon, because you and I both had to have heard that wrong, right? You get the turnover, but then you decline it and put them right back out on the field with a second chance. Forget getting to the airport. Let's go to the post-game press conference and hear him explain this one.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now second
Now it's Rudolph. The Cockrell holds it in left side. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And fighting down inside the 25. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the crowd of gold. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Here's Minshew. That's to Bowers once again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll look to throw again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the